Hello, everybody. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. We're going to start with the intro. While we all come into the room, while we all get our mats set up, I will go through the intro. And if you're here live, just send a little comment in the comment section so that I know that we are all on the same time and everything is working on YouTube. And while we do that, I will go through the intro. So good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. Today we are going to do a gentle Pilates session using our circle that is there behind me. You're welcome to join even if you don't have a circle. There will be loads of options for you. The circle will just be there as a way to support some of your movements, create a bit of alignment and awareness. So wherever you can use a different prop, I will let you know, maybe using a ball, a cushion, or any other prop that feels supportive for you. But props free is also good. All right, I'm just giving us a moment here to check and see that we're all on the same timeline. If you are watching the replay, you can share your comments. Let me know if you have any questions. At the end of the 30 minutes, we'll have our Q&A session where you can come and ask questions, whether it's from the live class or any other sessions. Come and ask your questions. I'm here to help you, give you the support that you need. And then we'll have a chat at the end of class. Let's hop straight into it and get started. Okay, so we're going to come to our mat. Just place your circle off to the side for now. I want you just to gently bring yourself down to the mat, hands behind your knees, sitting up nice and tall, finding that stretch through the back, and then exhale, rolling it down. Slide your hands down your legs. Let's take your feet wide on the sides of your mat. Arms are out to the side. We're going to windshield wiper knees side to side. I want you to take this moment to take in through your nose, out through the mouth. Connecting with your breath, your body, and your movement. Let's go one more time to each side. And then bring it back through center. You're going to bring your circle over your legs. So you're going to take your feet through the circle, bring it up to about mid-thigh. Feet are going to be in line with your hips. You're lightly pressing out onto your circle. You're going to roll your hips up into that lovely, strong bridge position. And then rolling it back down. We take an exhale breath up and down. Inhale at the top and bottom. We're not pushing out too much on that circle, just a light little push to find that stretch through the hip flexors, the lower back. And pressing equally into your hands and feet for support. Let's go 2 more. Feel that pressure of your back up against the ground, giving you a lovely massage. And we're going to go 1 more time. This time holding your hips high. Shoulders still stay down. And you're pressing into your right quad to dip your hip a little to the right. Come back up and then over to the left. So we're getting that lower back stretch. That gentle rotation at the waist. You're still trying to keep your knees in line with your hips. So it's a little push into the opposite foot to get that lovely rotation. Good. Let's go 1 more time to each side. We'll come back through center, deep breath in, and roll your spine down slow and steady. Get that deep massage. Lovely. Bringing your legs into a tabletop position. Big toes come together and your knees are open, pushing out into the circle, arms to T. We're going to supine twist the knees across the room. Find the weight in that hip and come back through center and then over to the other hip. We take an inhale as you twist, exhale to center.
Big toes are pushing together and your legs are pushing out. Now, usually we squeeze the legs together, so this is going to feel a little bit different. We keep the opposite shoulder down so that we get that lovely rotation in the waist and the mid-back. Let's go one more. And return to center. Take your circle out. Keep your legs in tabletop position, but now we're going to bring those knees together, reaching your circle up above your chest to the ceiling. We're going to take those arms overhead and then return them over chest. We're stretching the circle back behind you, but I want you to keep that rib cage down. So as soon as your rib cage or your spine lifts, then I want you to return your arms over your chest. Feel that as your arms go overhead, your shoulders are slightly drawing down your back. We're not pulling them, but they kind of glide down. Let's go a couple more, bringing awareness to lower body, staying stable, knees over hips. Let's go one more. Maybe soften the elbows a little. And return the circle over chest. We're going to keep the arms going in that same direction, but we're adding on our legs, extending the opposite, one leg. And then bringing it in and then over to the other side. Nice big breath in as you stretch. Exhale as you bring your leg in. This is going to stretch that hip, but it's definitely going to work into that stabilization of your core a little by keeping your ribs and spine down. So feel that stretch with that stability of the core. Big breath in and out. Let's go one more on each side. See if you can stretch a little further. And bring it all the way in. You're going to take the leg closest to me, stretch it down towards the ground. And then you're going to take your circle and grab onto the foot. Holding on with your opposite hand. Same hand goes down to the ground and twist across. Now you have an option to kind of rock forward and back here, or you can keep it steady if you prefer. Keep a soft bend in the knee if your hamstrings are tight. And you can always straighten it if you want to get a little bit more into this glutes. All right, let's just take a few breaths here. Think of pulling your hip crease back to the wall behind you or next to you. Whew, feels good. Let's come back up. Bring this leg into tabletop, and we're going to bend and extend. So we settle into the shoulders, and you're going to start to stretch and bend. Both hands are holding the circle. We don't want to force the leg straight or hyperextend where we lock the knee. Just want to get a nice little stretch here in the back of your hamstring. And the shoulders are relaxed. You can think of drawing your hips down. Good. Begin to feel more and more of a stretch. We're going to go two more. We're going to go for one. Keep the legs straight. I want you to really pull down onto the circle now to lift up through your head, neck, and shoulders. Now we find that C shape, and you're pushing your lower back into the ground. Now push into your foot to start that lift into a roll up, sitting tall, extend up. You're going to gently curl lower abs, lower back to mat. Your circle comes with you. And we're done. So you're pulling with your hands, pushing with your foot. Exhale on the way up and down. If you find that you're getting stuck, you can take a towel into the lower back or pause halfway and roll forward again. Press into your pinky fingers and feel how that opens your chest and your shoulders relax. Let's give it one more and we're going to stay up and seated. At the top, you're going to straighten through your spine. You're going to bring your foot down to the ground and then slide your other foot in. You want to press into those feet. You want to pull on the circle so that you open through your chest and then nod your chin to your chest. Start to find a C shape in your mid-back, pulling your core back. And now I want you to go forward. Your circle is going to come off your feet. You're going to slide towards your ankles. Then roll up and restack. Exhale forward. Pull your core back as you press your circle away from your feet. Roll it up. The circle will pull into your feet again. Take this at your own pace. I've got lots of mobility happening here in the lower back. And the gut and the abs, everything is stretching. Good, let's go one more. And restack. I want you to lift up, sitting tall. I want you to flex your feet and pull into that circle so you get that lovely stretch through the calves. Push the feet away, feel the stretch in the back of your shoulders. And then continue switching between those two. So your feet pull towards you, and you're going to get a calf stretch. And when you push your feet away, you're going to get the stretch in your mid-back. You can bend your knees a little if you need. Let's go one more. And stretch. And then you're going to release it. We're going to come over to the side and you're going to take your circle, the soft squashy part, into the ankles. Now, if you don't have your circle, you're just going to squeeze those feet together or place a block between the ankles. All the way down. You're resting on your bicep. Make sure that your arm is slightly further back than you think and in line with your hip. You're going to press this top hip away, find a little lift through your waist, and we're going to start to lift and lower the legs. Good. So you want to keep that small lift in the waist, getting a bit of that engagement here in the oblique. We're stretching those legs away. Good, let's go two more. And then we're going to bring the leg to the inside. And down. Good, this time you're going to take your circle. You're going to place your ankle on the inside, the other ankle on the inside, and then stretch it away. Take a moment just to readjust. Now we're pushing up and down with those legs, finding that connection to core, and lift and lower. Now we're connecting with a slightly different sensation, stretching through that hip and the side of your leg. See if you notice that difference. Thank you so much. Hi, hello, welcome. Nice big exhale for 3. Please make sure that the legs are slightly in front of you so that we're not going into the lower back. Good, let's go one more. Lower the legs down. Take this top foot out and then press yourself up into a Z-sit. Grab onto your circle. Circle stays to the side, hand behind your head. The elbow is slightly forward and we're pressing your head back. We're taking a side stretch, push your circle away and come back up. Good. Now we're getting that lovely stretch all along the side. Lifting your rib cage away from your hip. Push your hip down to the ground. Let's give it 2 more. Bottom shoulder relaxes and we're lengthening through your head. And all the way up. Turn yourself around.
And now we're going to take it over to the other side. So we're going to gently roll it all the way down with control, bringing the leg furthest away from me into tabletop. Foot goes into the circle and twist it across the body. Now again, you can rock forward and back or keep the leg steady. Straighten the leg if you want to get a deeper stretch along the side of your glute, but please don't force it. Feel comfortable. Let's go one more breath. Bring it back through center, grabbing with both hands onto the circle or behind your knee if you don't have a circle. And you can stretch and bend. Getting a lot of sounds coming out of the circle. I'm pulling on it quite a bit. That's it. So we want to find some ease at the shoulders by pressing into your pinky fingers. And finally, just a gentle stretch of that hamstring. Let's go 2. And one more. We're going to keep that leg straight, and now we're going to pull on your circle a little bit more. Push with your foot, curl up, and use the pressure of the foot in the circle to support that curl up. Hold it here, inhale. Exhale, rolling it back down. Take your time, placing a towel under the back if you need it. And also take this moment to rebuild at the top. It really feels so lovely to rebuild the back bone by bone. Reminds us to get into that upright posture. And then opening that chest proud. Let's go one more. And then we're going to bring that opposite foot into the circle. Sitting up tall, soften the knees if you need. Take a moment there. Lightly pull out on that circle. And then we're going to roll it forward and down. Starting at your head, your mid-back. And then you're going to take your circle away from you. And then roll it back up. Rebuild, pull in the circle. Opening up through the chest. I'm very curious if you struggle with the roll up. By using the circle, did you actually find that you were able to get up? And was it helpful? And then also with spine stretch here, sometimes this can get a little bit tight. So I'm curious if the circle is helping with your awareness. Let's go one more. And we bring it all the way up. Let's hold onto that circle, really pull out on it. Sitting tall, we're going to flex and point. So you're going to push your feet away, find that stretch in the back and chest. Pull towards you. Good. We're pressing down into your hips, lifting up through the crown of your head. I want you to draw the shoulders around your back body. Let's go one more. Nice calf stretch there. And release. We'll come over to side lying position. First, we start with the circle on the inside of the ankles. Coming all the way down, are you squeezing those heels together? Little tuck of your pelvis, legs are in front of you. We're going to lift and lower. And now that you're familiar with the movement, I want you to work on keeping the lift through the waist. We're trying to not get the circle to wiggle, right? So that's going to show us, can we keep those hips aligned? If the circle's wiggling, dial it in. Good. Lovely. Finding ease at the neck and more length from your head to your heels. One more. Then we're going to switch it over. Good. Let's bring it up. We're going to just switch it around. So now we're going into the outside.
This gives us a little bit more activation through the side and more of a stretch. Okay, all the way down. Legs are still in front of you, ribs is back. Let's lift and lower. And down. Allow your mind to run through your body. See if you notice the difference between these two. Can you feel how you're getting more of a stretch here? And let's go to, good, and one more. Lowering it down. Take your top leg out, pressing up. Grab the circle into your Z-sit. Hand behind your head, elbow is forward, and lightly press back. We're going to take a side stretch. So we're not pushing down on the circle. That top hand is really, really light. We're using it almost like a ball. Getting this little rock here. And feel that oppositional stretch as you push your hip into the ground, but you're diving up and over. Good, let's go one more. Oh, it feels so nice to open up. Good. And back to center. We're gonna bring it to high knee leg. Swing yourself around, bring yourself up. We're going to start with the circle out in front of us. If you watch the preview, then some of these will start to look familiar. We're going to take the circle, stretch it out. You're lightly pressing into the circle, but the elbows are still soft. And then we're going to stretch those arms away, press your hips back, get nice and tall. Lower the arms as you lift up. Deep breath in as you go back and exhale as you lift. We really want to find that stretch through the arms, activating through the back of your body. We're keeping that slight lift of your head. We don't want to drop the head between the arms. We want to bring your arms up towards your head. And one more. Then we're going to take that circle back behind you. And lift, fantastic. Now take that circle back behind you. Again, we're stretching the arms away with a soft bent elbow, holding in towards the circle, but not pressing. You're going to press those arms back and bring them in again. If you're familiar with the reformer, this comes from that chest expansion movement of reaching your pinky fingers to the wall behind you. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you're going to lean your chest forward and stretch your arms up towards the ceiling. The most important thing here is you want to make sure that you don't have that rib cage flared. You want to keep a small tuck of the ribs into the body and rather think of pressing pinky fingers to open chest. Let's go 3 more. Good. See if you can go up and a little bit further away from you. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And gently release and come up. Fantastic. We're going to turn to the front. We're going to come into that sides position. We're going to open the leg to the side. Shoulders still stacked over your hip. Finding my word, stretch your arm away from you. So we're nice and tall and upright. We're going to twist towards that open leg. Lift your arms up. Then rotate towards me. And lower your arms in line with your chest. And we'll continue going in this direction. With each one, we're getting taller. Can you also think of the hip that you're stabilizing on, the one underneath you? You lightly push it in the opposite direction as you twist. And the knee that's out to the side, you want to press it slightly back. And are you creating a lot more space in that hip?
Good, let's go one more. And center. Good, we're going to take the circle down towards the ground, into the hand of the stabilizing leg, opposite hand on your knee. And you're going to lightly start to rock forward and back, using the support of your circle. If you don't have that circle, no problem. You just have your hand on your hip, and you're going forward and backwards. I still want you to think of lifting up through the core and the crown of your head, so that we don't collapse down there. We've got this lovely lift, little lift through the pelvic floor. Gentle inner thigh stretch. Let's go one more and switch sides. And back in. Great. Bring that leg in. Over to the other side. So we're taking that leg out to the side, wherever feels good and comfortable for you. Finding 90 if you can. Arm stretches out. Pull your core back a little bit more. You might find that you actually have some space to go back and get more of a stretch in this hip. Okay. Let's twist and lift. And center. And as those arms come overhead, the shoulders are drawing down your back. And it doesn't have to go all the way up. It doesn't have to be a full halo. You can pause where it feels good for you. Bringing your awareness to pressing this hip in the opposite direction, opening through the side. Good, let's go one more. And down. Good, bringing that circle down in front of you. Hand on your knee, we're going to take it out to the side. And in. Knee. Can you think of keeping it in the center of your foot? So we don't press it too far out. You're lifting up through the core, the crown of your head. That's it. Really kind of finding that deep, delicious stretch here in the inner thighs and the hips. It's a gorgeous day outside. Nice and grey and cloudy. Let's go one more. And all the way in. Fantastic. Okay, swinging it around to our 4-point kneeling position again. Now I want you to take your circle. If this doesn't feel good, bring your hands down to the ground. This might be a little new and feel a little bit different. But let's play around. Okay, so important. Hips are behind your knees. Your weight is in your shins. And your circle is going quite far away from you so that you can find a long line from your hips to your head. And then from here, you lightly press down to your circle to curl your core and spine to the ceiling. And then you're going to press your circle away, lengthening through your spine. And pull your circle in, curl up. And inhale to lengthen. So your circle is rocking back and forth similar to the mermaid. You're pressing into your pinky fingers so that your shoulders draw away from your ears. Neck is relaxed. And lengthen. Let's go one more. Articulating from your hips to your head. Now we're going to reverse it. You're going to lift your gaze. You're lightly pressing down into the circle, but this time you're drawing up and forward through your chest. And then press your circle away, lower down to a long spine. Deep breath in as you lift this time, and then exhale as you lower. We sense that our hips stay relatively in the same spot. It's that we're lifting from the mid-back to the head. Expanding open through your chest. Let's go 2 more. Lovely. And last one. Big stretch, hold it there for a moment. Open the chest a little bit more, maybe lift up and away from your heels. Lower abs pull in. Press the circle away. Drop it down to the ground, press yourself into a rest position, heels together, knees wide. Come to 4 point, but keep your knees wide, heels together, stretch up, and then thread under into your twist. We'll take 3 of these on each side. You can take more or less depending on what feels good. We're going to go for 1 more and then switch sides. Let's take it up. And a nice big twist under. Press your hips towards your heels. It really gives you that lovely release in your lower back, which is great if you've just woken up, or maybe you're doing this as a midday reset. Let's go 1 more. We're going to take it into downward dog just to finish out with a bit of a pedal there. So pressing into your toes, knees under hips, lift up into pike. Press yourself back, full body stretch. You can keep your heels heavy and maybe pedaling through them. Just starting to wake in the body again. I don't know if that's a word, but it is now. Let's go 1 more time to each side. Lower the knees down. Press those hips back and roll up. Deep breath in, arm stretch up. And release, ready for the rest of your day. Amazing work. Thank you so much for joining me for today's gentle Pilates session using the circle. If you had the circle, I hope that you found a new way to use it in a more gentle way. I know we often see classes where they use the circle more for strength building, which we'll have. We had the standing class last week. If you haven't tried it, go check that out. That's more cardio. And then next week we have the strength focus class using the circle. So hopefully this was a nice way to use the circle in a different way, a little bit more gentle and stretchy. If this is all for you today, thank you for joining me for today's live class. If you're brand new to these, welcome. Hi, we do this every single Tuesday, same time. So you can check out the channel, click the notification bell so that you get reminded. And now we'll have our Q&A session. So if you're new, you can stay, come say hi, let me know where you're joining from, and come and let me know if you have any questions so I can help you. And if you're off, have a wonderful day, and I will see you next week. Right, how are we feeling? Do we have any questions? Thank you so much, Charlene. That is so thoughtful. I really appreciate it when you support these classes. So thank you so, so much. Oh, that warms my heart. All right, I'm just going to give us a few moments just to come from the mat. You can come and chat, come and join. I'm going to pop a message here. Always like to do this immediately, otherwise I forget once I get chatting. How's everyone feeling this week? I know that there's been a lot happening the past week, and so I was saying there's been a lot happening across the world. And so when we came into today's class and it was a gentle class, I was like, this is, I think, exactly what we're all needing at the moment, is just coming inwards, tuning into our body, tuning into just like grounding again. Out in the world, it's busy. So when we have a moment just to regulate and ground in the morning or in the afternoon, it's always good. It's a nice way to use movement as a way to regulate. So yeah, thank you very much. No questions today. That's all good. I'm glad that you enjoyed that and that it felt good for you. And if you do the replay, just let me know if you have any questions during the replay. Feeling tired? Yes, we're all feeling very tired at the moment. I know that you're going to be joining for the replay, so hopefully when you do the replay, you're feeling more energized, you feel good. I'm actually curious, did you do the class now? Or did you join for the chats and then you're going to do it later? I think you might be doing it later. So hopefully this will give you a bit of that grounded energy later on this afternoon. For everyone that's joining, hi, I can see new people coming in. We just did a 30-minute Gentle Pilates with a magic circle. So if you are joining now, stay for the chat, and then you can always go and do the replay of the class. What else is happening at the moment? Thursday, we have a reformer-inspired class using the foam roller. I noticed this month that everyone was loving that class, and asking for a new one. So I've been working on some new choreography, some new work using the foam roller. So keep an eye out on Thursday in the afternoon. That class will go up. So come and join for that as well. And then next week we have a live class, what will be with a magic circle again, and that will be more of a strength focused class. So if you're wanting a little bit more spice, a little bit more strength focus, then next week's live class is going to be for you. Join for the chat. Amazing. I love that. I love that, we're still here. We can come together as a community and chat. And then you can do the replay of the class later on. So thank you for joining for the chat, and also thank you for the lovely gift. Quick sip of water. So where was I? Yes, we have the foam roller class, reformer inspired, coming on Thursday. So if you've been one of the people that's been asking for that, then come back on Thursday. It will be there. You can give that a try. And then the last thing that I wanted to share while we are just finishing up here, if you have any questions, you can share through now and we can get chatting. And that's April. So I've already started thinking about what do we want to be focusing in on April. I know things have been a bit crazy at the moment in terms of just like everything happening in the world. So I'm leaning towards more nervous system regulation classes for April. So thinking attunement, alignment, coming back to the body. Not every class will be gentle, but there will be a lot of intention in every single class that we do, a little bit more deep work. And then the extra classes, the uploads, will be lots of nervous system regulation, breathwork classes, and content around that. So if that feels good for you, let me know, or you can come and share your suggestions for April classes. I know Charlene suggested doing weights, and we wouldn't think how much weights can actually help with grounding and nervous system regulation. So there will definitely be some weights using some props. So yes, there is a post in the community feed where I have asked for any of your suggestions or your requests, so you can share them there. And I will make sure that we are doing the classes that feel good for you in April. I think that covers everything. Thank you so much for the chats and the questions. If you hear the replay, you can share your questions and I will answer them in the comments. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for everybody that joined live. I'll see you next week, Tuesday. Bye. Love that.